I mean, we've discussed a lot about the social media itself and all these platforms, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok. But I think one important piece of digital marketing, I would take, it's the SEO, right?
Yeah.
We don't know anything about SEO. Please enlighten us.
So if you imagine SEO, if you imagine your website being your shop front, your SEO will go in and make sure that every single part of that shop that you have is optimized for the best customer experience, and not only for the best customer experience, but making sure that your customer is going to find what they want very quickly. They're going to want to buy, you're going to create the best opinion to them, and they're going to want to buy with you, and or make a connection with you. So there's a lot of different things that you need to look at, lots of different sides to SEO. You've got, you've got your technical side, your on-page SEO, your off-page SEO. The best place to start with SEO would be to do an audit. So a manual, we do them at Vuba. We charge a small fee to do a manual audit. It takes about a week to go through, and we go through the website page by page. But what that does, it shows the size of the work that needs to be done with your website. You can run your website. There's lots of software out there you can run your website through, and it'll tell you how many broken links and stuff you've got. But it can tell you to a degree, but that's not the size of the work that needs to be done. So to give you some ideas of some of the things that to look out for SEO, is there's some tools that you can download. There's Chrome extensions that you can download that will show you what keywords your website is ranking for. So that's a really good place that a tool that you can use yourself to see.
What's the name of the tool again? Sorry?
The name of the tool is by Nightwatch, which is a piece of software that we use. It's called Search Simulator.
Search Simulator.
And it's a Google Chrome extension. So I'd urge any business owner to download that, because then you can see what keywords your website's ranking for or not, and it will tell you the positions, and it will also show you the page where you're ranking as well, so you can see the different other businesses that are also ranking on the same pages as you. Secondly, metadata is really important. So sticking with the search results at the moment. So on the first page of Google, or on any page of Google, when someone does a search and you have all of the search results come up and you have a blue headline, and underneath that you have some grey text, that essentially is your headline. That's giving people you're telling people why they should click on your website over some of the other websites that are on that page. So that is your prime opportunity to influence people and get the traffic to your website. So that's really important. Next is things like site speed, download speed. So you need to make sure that all of your images, so if you've had a graphic designer create your website, they probably would have wanted to have used really good, beautiful, high resolution images which look lovely. And if you're going to go and present your website, in a big boardroom on a massive screen, it's going to look amazing. However, if your website's mostly going to be used on iPads and desktops and laptops, it's probably not so necessary to have such high res images. You need to have those images because it will decrease the download speed.
Right, so it slows down your website in a way.
Yeah.
Right.
So you need to have your images optimized to make sure your download speed is good. Then the next thing that we want to have a look at would be things like on-page content. So we need to make sure that the keywords, that your website is ranked, each page is ranked rightly for the right keywords. So you don't just want to have, most services will be broken down into, let's take a window company, for example. You wouldn't just want a page of windows and list all of your different windows on one page, because people normally will know what type of window to a degree they want. So you want each page to be about the benefits of about those individual windows.
Right.
So make sure the content is relevant to what people are looking for, because otherwise if people get overloaded with too much information, they're going to get distracted and they're not, they're going to get overwhelmed, and then they're going to go onto the next website that may be a bit more precise or with concise information. And then you've got making sure that the site map is done well. So again, making sure your URLs are all in the right format, in the right place, and the website is easy to navigate for the user, but also it's set up in the right way for Google to crawl your website, to know when to return your website and when not to return your website.
So in order to get everything in place, you need these plus any other tips that you would recommend? I don't know, blogs maybe? Is that a good practice to use blogs as SEO or?
Blogs are amazing. Blogs are really good to use. Rule of thumb, you do a blog probably twice a month, but it's a really nice way, for consistency to do blogs. They're really good because a lot of the searches on Google now are asking questions, and blogs answer questions.
Right.
And they tend to, over a period of time, blogs tend to rank really well, and they'll get better and better over time. So it's a really good way of consistently being able to, bit of insurance really, I guess, to be able to drive traffic through to your website, not just for now, but over a period of time.
Is there a minimum word count that you should have on each blog?
Around about 800 is a nice word count. Break it up into around about 4 to 5 different sections as well, so it's easily digestible. Is probably the right amount. Anything less probably won't give enough authority to Google. Too much will just overwhelm people and won't get read.
Should you SEO your website every month? Should you do SEO on each page every month? So if you have like a 25 pages website, should you do that every month, or should you just do a blog a month? What's more?
So everybody has a different approach. Different agencies have different approaches. How we work, we will optimize on, let's take our middle pack, our most popular pack that we have for SEO. We optimize 4 to 6 pages a month, and then on those pages we will optimize everything. So we'll look at the business priorities and select our pages that we're going to be optimizing and do everything. So make sure that the headings are in the right places. So again, talking about graphic designers might not use the headings that are available. So make sure you got your H1, what's called your H1 and your H2 tags, making sure that they're relevant and in the right place, making sure that the on-page website content is correct. Then from the keyword research, we then also write a blog, so that's relevant as well. Make sure the metadata, we mentioned metadata, making sure that is relevant as well.
And there's anything else that would help with your SEO outside of the website side? So I do know that actually Google My Business helps as well a bit with the SEO. Is it true?
Yes, Google My Business. I'm just writing a piece on Google My Business at the moment. It's probably one of the most underrated pieces of marketing tools that are out there. So Google My Business is brilliant, and in itself actually. So it's good because it drives good traffic through, good quality traffic through to your website. But it's also a really good marketing tool in its own right as well.
Right. So it will be Google My Business. Then in that case, it will be your blogs, websites, everything that includes website, and anything else.
Reviews. So
right.
You can show the reviews on there. You can do updates, posts and things like that. So you've got any special offers, you can put those on there as well. Yeah. So and then another one to consider as well is link building. So it's getting harder and harder to do, but getting links back into your website from trusted authorities can be gold for your website. There will be businesses that can talk about, you can get lots of backlink, pay me a certain amount of money and I can get loads of backlinks into your website. Steer clear, because it's spam and it could also it could end up getting you in jail from Google.
Wow.
And then they won't rank your website at all. So,
and how do you know to be aware of these?
The only thing I'd say is common sense. So anything, again, if it sounds too good to be true, it normally is. So, don't be paying for backlinks. Make sure that your links that you get back into your website are of good authority. Talk to your suppliers. Your link to their websites for a reciprocal link as well can work really well. With your blogs and articles can be really good if you cite somebody else. Again, they'll probably link back into your website as well. So there's a little bit more of a human touch there involved as well. But if you can get some good, decent website links back into your website, that can also really help.
Also, I think to add there, don't buy your followers as well. Maybe on the bucket list of don't.
Yes, definitely.
So don't buy followers on Instagram, right? That
100%.
That does affect your algorithm, doesn't it?
Yes.
If you buy followers.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, because it's all about your engagement rate. So if you've got 10,000 followers and no one's engaging, Instagram, that's only signaling one thing to Instagram, that you're not posting good content. So it's not going to show your content to many people.
Yeah. So the message over here, guys, it's don't buy your backlinks, don't buy your followers.
Yes. So you got to do it the hard way.